Good evening, I'm Lori Tucker.
And I'm Bo Williams. No one was hurt and neighbors are not in any danger after a chemical spill at Y-12.
But anytime there's an incident at this site where nuclear materials are stored and processed, we are going to be on top of it. It happened just before 10:30 at the purification facility of the National Security Complex.
Now, we sent WATE 6 on your side reporter Hailey Holloway as soon as we found out. She's been there all afternoon and joins us now live again with what she's uncovered about the situation. Hailey?
Y-12 and National Nuclear Security Administration officials tell us the chemical leak was in the purification facility. We're told there were less than 10 people in the building at the time and there were no injuries. Y-12 says less than a gallon of a flammable solvent called acetonitrile leaked onto the floor. Sensors set off alarms and workers evacuated.
They shut the process down as they ran out of the building.
Y-12 says the chemical evaporated, and even though it was small, the Y-12 Emergency Response Organization was activated.
Anytime we have a leak, we respond like it could be something larger, just to be, take precautions.
Y-12 says because the chemical was contained, only the purification facility was shut down. Officials aren't sure when the facility will be operating again.
It would be premature to comment. We don't know the causes at this point. Clearly, we'll be looking into this and determining what happened and developing some corrective actions.
Y-12 tells us it is a stable situation and no one in or around the area is in any type of danger. Reporting live from Y-12, Hailey Holloway, WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Jill McNeil.
And I'm Lori Tucker. Potentially dangerous guardrail devices like the ones we've been telling you about for several weeks now. They're installed along roads here in Knoxville.
We've been checking since a whistleblower showed WATE 6 on your side reporter Hailey Holloway last month how the in terminals could fail in a crash, possibly with deadly results. Yesterday, we found that about 100 are installed in Knox County.
Well, tonight, Hailey's back with what she's discovered about city roads. She joins us live now from North Knoxville. Hailey.
Well, Lori and Jill, we called the city of Knoxville asking for numbers and they didn't have any. They told me they weren't even sure if we even have these possibly dangerous in terminals in question because they're installed by contractors. So now the city is taking inventory. They're going through work orders to see how many of these we have on our roads. If you hit the end of a guardrail in a crash, the in terminal is designed to absorb the energy of your car, slowing it down and feeding the rail out the side like you see in this crash test video. But Trinity Industries, one of the biggest distributors in the country, made a design change in the ET Plus model a decade ago and didn't tell the federal government. Now, some industry experts say that change has resulted in more than 40 fatalities, including some here in East Tennessee.
He can redirect the vehicle. He can allow the vehicle straight through into the very hazard it's supposed to be protecting the car from. He could flip the car, injecting the occupants or anything, crushing the compartment. The guardrail can literally impel the vehicle, go through the car.
TDOT pulled the product from the approved devices list, so it can't be installed in the future, but didn't pass along any of the investigation information or safety concerns to local agencies. Now, Knox County and Knoxville city engineers like Jim Hagerman say they're waiting on a new recommendation.
Well, I think we're like a lot of the other agencies around. We're not going to put any more in, and partly we're not going to put any in because they're not on the TDOT approved list anymore.
Hagerman says he doesn't know exactly how many of the ET Plus terminals we have in Knoxville, so we went out to see how many we can find. 11 just here on Cherokee Trail. Now, Hagerman did say that areas like this with a lower speed limit make the terminals less dangerous.
A lot of the lower speed crashes, you just need something that's blunt so that the end of the guardrail doesn't easily penetrate the vehicle.
Hagerman guesses there are less than 100 on Knoxville streets, and so far, he has no plans to remove them.
Unless they are clearly defective and there's a recall on them, it's hard to say that we're going to go back and replace everything.
Now, I talked to Nashville's director of engineering today, and he told me they're removing all of these ET Plus terminals. He says as dangerous as these seem to be, he wants to take a very proactive approach. Now, neither Knoxville nor Knox County has any plans to remove these devices. Live in Knoxville, Hailey Holloway, WATE 6 on your side.